Lamborghini Revuelto. In a world of downsizing and forced induction, the lunatics at Lamborghini have stuck with a naturally aspirated V12 for its new flagship Revuelto. That's not to say it's completely unassisted, as you also get 3 electric motors to boost the power. Specifically, you get a combined 1,015 horsepower, more than any road-going Lamborghini ever made. 0 to 60 miles per hour is dealt with in 2.5 seconds, and it will go on to a top speed of 217 miles per hour. The price of the 2024 Lamborghini Revuelto starts at $608,358. Pagani Huayra. The Pagani Huayra is a fantastic-looking car. Every detail is exquisite, and it's more than just a pinup as well. It has an AMG-derived twin-turbocharged V12 engine putting out 730 horsepower and 1,000 Newton-meters of torque, enough for a top speed of 238 miles per hour. The Huayra is made mostly of carbon fiber to keep the weight down, as well as to make it more rigid, and it's covered in active aero to help it slip through the air more easily. The price of the 2020 Pagani Huayra starts at $3,400,000. Aston Martin Valkyrie. You may not think, based on appearances, that the Aston Martin Valkyrie is road legal. It might look like a full-blown Lehman's racer, but you can really drive it on the street. Mounted behind the driver is a 6.5-liter hybrid V12 with 1,160 horsepower, capable of pushing this F1-inspired road racer from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds. Not really surprising when you realize that it weighs just over a ton. The price of the 2024 Aston Martin Valkyrie is expected to start around $3,500,000 and go up to $4 million depending on the trim and options. Koenigsegg Regera. Matching the Speedtail is the Koenigsegg Regera, the second car on this list from the Swedish brand. It touts a twin-turbo V8 engine and an electric motor that produce a total of 1,500 horsepower. Unlike any other car on this list, the Regera can go from 0 to 250 miles per hour using just one gear. Yep, no matter if you are cruising at 30 miles per hour or aiming to hit its 250 miles per hour top speed, on a closed course, not the M1, you will be in the same gear. Seems a little bonkers. Pricing starting at $1,900,000. McLaren Speedtail. McLaren didn't design the Speedtail to chase world records, but with a 250 mile per hour top speed, it's the fastest road car it has ever built. That's faster than its last 3-seat car, the legendary McLaren F1. Its super slippery bodywork lacks drag-inducing wings and means it looks like something ripped straight from a futuristic cyberpunk film. Just think about carrying 2 of your mates at that speed. With a top speed of 250 miles per hour, this coupe holds the distinction of being the fastest McLaren ever built. It's priced accordingly, with a cost that starts around $2 million. Rimac Nevera. Electric cars offer instant acceleration thanks to the torque from their electric motors. However, the added weight of the batteries can limit them in terms of top speed. This is not the case for the Rimac Nevera, though. This ballistic EV hypercar has 4 electric motors, producing a whopping 1,914 horsepower and 2,300 Newton-meters of torque. That's enough to launch it from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 1.9 seconds, and it can go on to a top speed of 256 miles per hour. It's made almost entirely out of carbon fiber to keep the weight down, but this isn't just some stripped-out drag racer. The interior is a lovely place to be, and you still get all the luxuries you did expect of a car that cost £2 million. Hennessey Venom F5. The folks in the USA are smashing the top speed game recently, with 4th place going to another all-American supercar. The Hennessey Venom F5 has a 6.6-liter twin-turbocharged V8 with 1,817 horsepower and 1,617 Newton-meters of torque. That's enough to launch it from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.6 seconds, and it will go on to a top speed of 272 miles per hour. For now, Hennessey wants to get even more out of the F5, with the firm targeting a top speed of over 300 miles per hour in 2024. The price of the car in the United States was initially 1.6 million US dollars, but later increased to 2.1 million US dollars for the remaining 12 units. 8 cars are planned to be built and delivered in it. SSC Tuatara. While the Bugatti Chiron's complicated W16 engine is mightily impressive, sometimes you just cannot beat a whopping great V8 with a couple of turbos strapped to it. The SSC Tuatara has a twin turbocharged V8, which puts out up to 1,750 horsepower when it's running on ethanol. However, there is some controversy around the official top speed. You see, SSC claimed the Tuatara actually managed 331 miles per hour in October 2020 to make it the world's fastest car, but later admitted to a GPS error that depicted that speed wrongly. Tests in early 2022 saw the car hit an actual top speed of 295 miles per hour. Not exactly slow. Tuatara starts at $1.6 million, so we did expect it to be even higher than that. World record speed comes at a price after all. Bugatti Chiron Supersport. Those who grew up in the 2000s will probably associate the fastest car in the world with the legendary Bugatti Veyron. Well, that car's spirit has been carried over to the Bugatti Chiron Supersport, 300 to 304 miles per hour in 8.0-liter, quad turbocharged 1,600 horsepower mega machine, which will do, as the name suggests, over 300 miles per hour. Specifically, it did 304 miles per hour when the French firm unleashed it at Volkswagen's Arlesian test track. The Chiron 300 does not hold the official world record, though, as it only did the run in one direction. To break the record, you have to do it twice in opposite directions, which Bugatti decided not to do for some reason. A replacement for the Chiron is imminent, so maybe that car will be even faster still. Only 30 of these magnificent beasts will go on sale, so your chances of driving one will be slim to none. But those lucky enough will have to fork over in excess of $3.9 million. Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut. Koenigsegg is very good at making bonkers hypercars, and the Jesko Absolut is set to be the most insane offering yet. It uses a twin turbocharged V8 engine, which pushes 1,600 horsepower when running on race fuel, and it will do 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds. The Swedish brand also says that this car will do over 310 miles per hour. However, this does come with a caveat. You see, the Jesko Absolut has never actually hit this top speed in real life. These predictions are based on computer simulations, so time will tell if it can actually live up to these wild expectations. The Koenigsegg Regera costs 7 figures and is one of the quickest and most powerful hybrids on the planet. The Jesko is the latest insanely fast and wildly complex model, likely costing about $3 million.